Hello and welcome. We're at Growing in Harmony today. It's been a couple of weeks since our last video because I've been off poorly. I'm on the mend. I'm not quite better yet, but just to demonstrate, I'm getting there. We've still not got loads going on because it is the winter, so we're doing lots of sort of structural things and tidying things and bits that need doing ready for the spring. So at the moment Ryan and Thomas are here clearing the paths. So the paths have had quite a lot of green algae on them and they get a bit overgrown and just generally untidy. So yeah, Ryan and Thomas are cleaning that up. Robert's been helping them, he's just gone off. He'll be back in a sec, I'm sure. This area here we haven't really seen much of. We'll just have a little look in here. It doesn't look as good as it did early on, but you can see that we've got this small covered growing area and we've got sprouts coming here. These are sprouts. That's how sprouts grow, if you didn't realise. Back at the far end there's some kale, there's some cabbages, there's some more sprouts. I wonder if... Here, we'll have a look. There's the sprouts growing on the stalk. A few different types of kale. There's some Cavallo Nero, there's some leeks there in the corner. And at this end we had some beans, but I'm not sure what happened to them. So yeah, we've still got lots growing even though it is winter. There's still bits to harvest. I'll come back out of here now. Just gonna... It's quite tricky to shut that door. And I'll turn you back round for a moment while we go on to the next bit of the garden. And this is the tunnel with the raised beds in it, where we've been moving our little seedlings from their pots into the raised beds for the winter. So these are cabbages, and you might be able to see that some of them have been nibbled and others of them look fine. So the ones that have been nibbled were in first, and Ryan tells me that what happened was a peacock got them. A peacock got trapped in the tunnel and just ate all the leaves in sight. So lots of the cabbages got nibbled. We're going to give them a chance and see if they come back. And then the ones that haven't been nibbled were put in on Monday by our lovely friends from Kirkleatham School. They've done some at this end and some at the other end. And on the way down I'll show you these lettuces and indeterminate vegetable that we've forgotten what it is. I thought it might be radishes, but Mary thinks not. Anyway, there's the lettuces, they're looking very good. We're going to use this spare bed for the rest of the pea seedlings that are ready to go in. We've got some more salad down here, various different salad greens. And then this is the other bed that our Kirkleatham friends have planted cabbages in for us, and it's in the same sort of situation. Some of them were in earlier and got nibbled by the peacock, and some of them are alright. And then there's one more spare bed there which might also be cabbages, hopefully. And what's occurred to me is that if we're using all of these beds for peas and cabbages and wintry things, we're going to have a bit of a shortage of beds come the spring. So I'll need to speak to Francis about that and see what the plan is, because we could maybe put some raised beds in one of the other tunnels. Of course these salady ones will be empty by the spring, but the peas and cabbages will want to be in longer. So yeah, so that's what's going on in the tunnel. My job for today is to make a framework like this one to go in that bed at the end to support the peas when they're going. And yeah, the cabbages could do with going in as well. So the other job that that Thomas and Ryan have got to do, and possibly Robert if he's still here, is in the big covered growing area, which is now finished, which I'm sure I told you it's been finished a little while, but it was a good while in the making. So I'll go in. So we've got all of these lovely raised beds here, and you can see that on this side, you can see it here, that there's plastic with mulch on top of it, for the pathways to stop the weeds. And in some places the plastic is not secured properly, it's not been pinned down properly, so that's Ryan and Thomas's job for today, and it might be quite time consuming, so it might be longer than just today. Looking at it now though, there's actually not as much as I thought there was for them to do, so they might get that done quite quickly. We'll see what happens and how long the paths take them. While we're having a wander, we might as well go and have a look at the little seedlings that are still to go in. The other thing that we've got in the tunnel with the seedlings is fenugreek, and I don't know what needs to happen with that. Whether that needs to go in a raised bed inside a tunnel, or whether it's going in pots. I shall ask Francis about that as well. It's quite useful doing these videos, it sort of highlights what I need to find out about. Yeah, here's the tunnel that we all know and love, and here are the last few seedlings. So we've got some lettucey things here. There are some peas. There are some much bigger, healthier looking peas, and there's some at the front there. We've got some cabbages still to go in there. They're the last few that our friends from Kirkleatham didn't have chance to do. I'm not sure what's going on at the back here because they're only very tiny yet. They look like they could be salady things, but we'll find out when they get a bit bigger. Not everything's been labelled, so it's not easy to tell. And this is the fenugreek underneath here, so we need to find out how that needs caring for and where that would like to be. And that's about all we've got growing at the moment. So yeah, it's all plodding along very nicely. We all know what we're doing, we've all got our jobs, and so most of our news at the moment is more to do with the Harmony Hub. So if you know the Harmony Hub, if you've been there before, it's on Redcar High Street, and we used to run lunch clubs, and we had supermarket surplus food to give away and to sell in the shop. And we're planning on opening a community fridge. You might have seen the adverts for the community fridges. They're in conjunction with Co-op, and it's again supermarket surplus food, so stuff that would have gone to waste. So we're looking for volunteers that can help out in the shop, and we're looking to get the word out about it really. So if you can help, or if you are interested in any way, do get in touch. Our aim is to open that in January, and we've got plans for here for January as well. We're hoping to bring in a couple more schools, like the Kirkleatham School, so children with learning difficulties, young people with autism, who can come and do some gardening and just have a lovely time doing something really productive outside. So yeah, we've got exciting plans for the new year, and we're hopeful that it's all going to go really well. So I'll say bye-bye for now. I will come to you again next week with a video, hopefully on Monday, all being well. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.